Okay.
We're
Don't
recording.
know where Nate is, but we'll just go ahead and get started. Welcome to Luncheon 44. I'll go ahead and share my screen, show what is for lunch today. And in lieu of Cody not coming here, I'll make this basically a gigantic update video and basically kind of to go over the scale of the problem, really. But for lunch today is just leftover Chinese food.
Okay, fair enough.
Um, Then I guess to go over the scale of the problem and I guess realize why maybe starting a new channel was for the best was because the main problem that we have and that I realize is how hard it is to branch out into other content on my other channel when my channel got insanely pigeonholed. Because the main videos that got like millions of views was the Torco One Piece DBZ crossover and Thundercats Abridged. And really, I noticed like a lot of problems with my engagement on my channel on Thundercats Abridged episode 6. When that video only got maxed out at like 6,000 views. And I was going, what the hell is going on here? Like, why is this video not doing as well as the others? And either ultimately Thundercats had a law of diminishing returns, I guess, or like I said, that was when the start of the engagement issues was happening. And I think the problem was that so many channels are having to be geared around towards YouTube's competition, which I'll get into. But I've said this before. YouTube constantly is trying to be like Twitch and TikTok. Like, it doesn't want to be YouTube. It wants to be Twitch talk, effectively, you know?
Yeah.
Um, I'll get into why, but hang on, I'm trying to see if Cody's available. If so, we'll get to recording, but we'll have to see. Hold on a moment.
Okay.
So, how are you today, Andy? Chatting here.
Just doing all right. Same old, same old. Bye.
Same old, same old. Um, that Bleach game you play, is it any good?
I mean, yes and no.
How so?
Personally, I wouldn't exactly recommend it. But I only play. The only reason I actually play it right now is because of the fact that it's like kind of got invested into it. So
Hmm.
I don't really have a choice. And also kind of a personal thing that I had with somebody who passed away.
Hmm.
So I'm kind of obligated to keep playing it. But it does have some good things about it. Some good visuals. It has some interesting cost characters and all that.
Right.
Overall, I
But
would not recommend.
okay, so I still haven't gotten a hold of Cody, but I don't know if he comes in at the end. That is going to be hilarious. But who knows? Maybe he's getting waylaid by jackassery or something. But To continue laying out the scale of the problem, I think I know Susan Wojcicki's death occurred recently, and again, I did not mourn her death because she was the problem with YouTube. She never solved anything. I think she made all of YouTube's problems so much worse.
Yeah.
I think the main thing that she was going for in like how she changed the platform so much was she was just going for what standard CEOs do, which is just compete with your competition. You know, be better than your competition. And what she didn't realize is that YouTube was not supposed to ever be in competition with Twitch and TikTok. Twitch and TikTok were meant to be their own things. And in fact, Twitch's entire existence and why it proliferates as a platform is because of YouTube not having its algorithm correctly to actually monetize videos right for creators. So they have their fans join them for Twitch sessions so that they can actually make up that income. And this gets me into what happened recently on Twitter. Now, are you familiar with the YouTuber Chris Raygun?
No.
Pretty funny guy. He's kind of a quasi-political YouTuber, but has he made a video recently? That's the thing. I ratioed him on Twitter because I asked him this question. Let me see if he's made a video recently. No, he has not made a video in almost a year. And like I asked him on Twitter, you know, in a clever way, you know, you're gonna make a YouTube video anytime soon, and didn't get an answer. But everyone loved that ratio. But in a reply, someone pointed out to me the problem and the reason why he's still active on social media, and I see him on Twitch sometimes. Like he's on Twitch playing Halo sometimes, so he's active. It's not like he's, you know, fucked off from social media entirely. And someone pointed out he's probably on somebody's podcast or something, and that probably makes him more money than actually making content on YouTube. And I would not be surprised if that is the truth. Because, again, YouTube's various community rules are so extensive. If you're making money on the platform, your video could just be demonetized because you said the word fuck one time.
Yeah.
You know, not a slur. You didn't say anything about any particular group. You just said the word fuck. So, if these luncheons ever get monetized, because I said fuck now 3 times, this video could get demonetized.
Who knows? Maybe not.
Maybe not, but I mean, that's the thing. They could change these rules at some point in the future. If, you know, Rumble or Odyssey ever prove to be, you know, stiff competition. But if not, then those rules remain in place, and that is the problem. So that is the scale of the problem. So the main problem my original channel had was from its inception, I didn't think to really... Oh, Nate just joined in. Hello, Nate.
Yep.
Nate?
Yo?
Nate? Yes.
Yeah.
Are you there?
Yes, I am.
You okay?
Yeah, just was a bit
Can't hear you. What'd you say?
just was like yeah. I am here. I am there, and I'm
Okay.
everywhere.
Well,
Hello YouTube. Hello Odyssey. Welcome to the Idios podcast episode 40 something.
44.
Yeah, 44. What he said.
Yep. Cody was supposed to be here for a recording session, but he hasn't shown up yet. I don't know. I think he's getting waylaid by
Ooh, you
Badassery
got
or
like
something.
something Asian today. I see.
Yes, noodles and sweet and sour chicken.
Neat.
But in lieu of Cody not showing up, I've basically been doing a long form sort of update video and
Mhm.
laying out the scale of the problem and perhaps why starting a new channel altogether was for the best. Because I was just getting into the main problem, that being when I started my original channel, I didn't think I would have to do that much work to keep my YouTube channel engaged in case I ever had to change course or course correct. But it turns out whenever I branched into a new video, my 20,000 subscribers didn't go click on that video. Because again, when you're subscribed to someone, you subscribe to them for a particular form of content. And in my case, they subscribe for specifically the Zatch Bell episodes. Not video essays, not anything else, just that. Or if they came for the crossover, they subscribe for the crossover, and that's it. Nothing else. So I've realized, I'm going to have to reapproach this entirely with the goal of engagement, so that eventually, we have more than just you two on here for these luncheons as well, not that I don't enjoy your guys' company, but having more people here more often would be good.
We are the most loyal. You're the
Yeah.
OGs.
Yeah, just let's just
Again,
hope that
having-
it doesn't become too crowded.
Oh yeah, if it gets too crowded, yeah, we're gonna have to have freaking I'm gonna have to have you guys be mods in the chat and basically mute people.
Mhm.
know?
I mean, yeah,
Yeah.
just like take speaking turns.
Yeah. Able to handle that if we get to a point where we got like 10 people in here.
Mhm.
Okay, that's good. So, like I said, and also we're getting to current, I think, on the new YouTube channel with these luncheons. So
Yippee.
expect these new episodes pretty soon here. But I just laid out the main gist of the problem of why we had to start a new channel from scratch and why it was probably a good idea we had to anyway. Because part of YouTube's algorithm is when a video gets deleted, whether through a community guidelines strike or through a copyright strike, YouTube regards those views as lost, meaning it completely fucks with your algorithm entirely. And that is that is the core of the problem. So I honestly think my original channel, the algorithm on it was just perma-fucked. Because whenever I did live streams, on live streams on the new channel, I get nearly just as many viewers as I did on the old channel. And that is the problem. It's like, okay, if y'all are this disengaged, it's like, what does all these zeros mean? It means nothing. So, starting over from scratch, but focusing on community engagement, I think is our better way to go. Don't you guys agree?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I don't know what is community engagement again.
Again, what we're doing now, the luncheons and getting people to the Discord, getting people to the Twitch. the other social medias and everything.
Okay.
Again, having an actual community for the channel rather than just my channel basically being viewed as a collection of videos,
Right.
Because like
Yeah.
I see like channels that upload like movie clips and stuff outside of the stuff that are just Hollywood channels effectively. And I think basically those channels is how my channel was viewed. Just this repository of clips and not an actual concerted effort to achieve something,
Mm-hmm.
And that was like the core of the problem. And so, I think by shrugging off because the albatross of the problem, we can, instead of trying to breathe life into the channel through those methods, we can actually, like I said, start it holistically. So the plan is after I upload all the completely copyright safe stuff and get those spread around and marketed to different Discord groups or Reddit groups, we'll start on the new stuff for sure. And for the stuff that's kind of copyright sketchy, I think what I should do... Huh?
Like what is copyright sketchy?
Like the Toriko One Piece crossover, the Toriko One Piece DBZ crossover, or even some of the Zatch Bell stuff in full, because
Okay.
again, none of the reviews were touched when it comes to Toei Animation. But like I said, I think they wanted an excuse to take off the Zatch Bell videos, so they attacked something else entirely. So what I'm going to do is find a way to kind of finagle a clip into a basically gameplay video and review at the same time. And obviously redirect people to the full Odyssey or Rumble links at the end of the video. And then just have those 2 at a time up. And see...
Wait, what?
Again, have a clip of the episode or OVA up. And kind of finagle it into being copyright safe as best I can. If it does get flagged, we only have 2 up at a time. So that way there's only 2 copyright strikes, the channel doesn't go down.
Okay.
Yeah, so I can fight them without having my channel deleted. But at the same time, there's still those redirect links so that people can go to the BitChute or the Odyssey. You think that might work out?
Could work.
I think so. I think that's the best way to handle it right now. Andy, are you hopping on the Odyssey at all?
Fuck, I really should be, actually. I keep forgetting.
Me
Or do you
too,
go
but
to the Rumble links more often?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, you
And
go to
the
the
BitChute
Rumble
ones.
links and BitChute? Okay.
I keep forgetting about the Odyssey one.
Yeah,
I think I think
Odyssey has
one of the issues can be having so many channels. I think one of the issues can be that that people get lose track and might forget you have a channel on a certain platform.
I mean, I get it, but at the same time, it's like if someone doesn't have a BitChute account, then if they have an Odyssey or a Rumble, they can go to one of those. It's like
That makes sense.
There's nothing wrong with diversifying how many places your content is on.
Okay.
Now, if we ever get the licensing rights to these IPs, then yeah, or whatever streaming service sells to us, it's going to be limited to those streaming services. If it's Hulu or Netflix or whatever, And yeah, it's only on those.
Or you can do a little yar har har.
Oh yeah, pirating. Inevitably people pirate, This is something that a lot of companies like can't wrap their heads around, is that piracy is kind of inevitable. So honestly, to prevent it, they should just make a lot of their content more accessible. Like, what is your guys' like favorite movies?
Hmm. Well,
Uh,
I
Andy,
like
you
the
first.
How to Train Your Dragon trilogy.
Oh, How to Train Your Dragon. Okay, Andy, your favorite movie?
I don't really watch movies. I'm more of an anime guy.
Okay, well then, what's your favorite like anime
Anime his movies.
movie or show?
Probably One Piece.
Oh, what? What?
Probably One Piece.
One Piece? Okay.
Yeah.
So, question for both of you. If it was for free, but you had to watch ads, would you still watch it?
Wait for
Pro-
free, but I just what?
Couldn't quite hear your answers.
What? I'm trying to wrap my head around how that would work.
Again, you had to sit through a
Because
commercial break every, I don't know, 15 minutes of the movie.
so just with as with normal TV. Okay, I could do that.
Yeah.
It-
Okay. So, Andy, would you do the same?
Probably, but my browser has a built-in ad block anyway, so I say, fuck you ads.
Right. But the main point of what I'm saying is that a lot of these platforms, they want to, double down on memberships because
Yeah.
they're counting on
Right.
people being so impatient that they don't want to sit through ads. So then what they do is basically put all the entire content behind a paywall. So it's like, now you can't even watch it with ads. You can't watch it at all without a membership.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty scummy. I mean,
I don't know.
Crunchyroll's pretty damn scummy. So
Yeah, Crunchyroll does this now. Netflix does this now, and they didn't used to do this. Hulu didn't even used to do this either. It used to be that, yeah, there was some content on there that, yeah, was locked behind a paywall, like some movies, some TV shows, but you could otherwise watch some things for free. In their entirety, you just had to sit through ads. Now that's not the case. Now everything is behind a paywall. And that's the frustrating part about this, and it actually makes piracy worse because people do have the patience to sit through a 3-minute ad. They sometimes don't have the extra $10 a month to spend on a subscription. You know? And
And
that is the
especially
long,
on like it's not even a one subscription, because again those the shows, the movies, they are scattered across multiple platforms.
right.
So yeah.
Mm-hmm. So it's like, it doesn't, these days it doesn't matter what platform you look at. If it's all locked behind a paywall, it's all locked behind a paywall.
Mm-hmm.
But main point being, I think the method I laid out is probably going to work. And we'll try to keep diversifying into other safe content as well, as best we can. But other than that, will also, like I've been doing, upload a VOD a week and have the inception of the new channel effectively be diverse as well. Because oddly, my South Park Fractured Butthole VOD, it's doing decently. Then again, it's South Park, and everybody loves South Park's humor because it's hilarious.
You say everybody, yet you have me here who doesn't enjoy it.
I know you don't like it. Is it
I
just
don't really
the
like
fact that,
I don't really like when people use the term everybody or any
right?
or
Yeah,
any
I
all
not
encompassing term
everybody.
like that.
I get it, not everybody. But what irks you about South Park's animation, Nate? Is it just that it looks too simplistic?
Yeah, I just don't like how they like just I know how they like try to keep it 2D, but like it's like weirdly choppy and just like I don't know. And when
I
they like
mean,
turn violent, it just looks like off because it's just like red splash and it's just like either commit to
yeah, I
it or
get it.
don't. I don't know.
I mean, the whole thing, like with how South Park started, it literally started as just filmed construction paper pieces. I'm not joking. The first episode was that filmed construction paper pieces glued together, and that's how the character models have stayed, looking like glued together construction paper. And part of the charm is in that sort of low budget cheapness, but with just absurd things happening in this little podunk Colorado mountain town.
And
But it's
also the
not for
fact
me.
that these are supposed to be like children, that also like puts me off.
I get it, yeah, and
No.
they're dressing like sailors.
I agree with that one actually.
Yeah, children shouldn't be cursing like sailors.
Yeah.
Yeah, and shouldn't be punching each other like till they're bloody and like just like bleh. I don't know.
Yeah,
That's
I
all
get it.
I
It's
that's all I remember from South Park. Like that it was like cursy as hell, and
yeah,
it had like over the top like violence.
yeah. I get it. It's not for everybody, but me and my brother loved it growing up, and I still love it. I still think it's hilarious, but that's, I guess, more or less my form of humor. Um,
Hmm.
but it is 1:45, and it looks like Cody just probably got waylaid, so I'll try to reschedule with him. But I guess that is more or
1:45. How
less.
are you 2 minutes behind me? Lol.
Huh? What do you mean?
You're 2 minutes behind me. Lol.
Oh, it's 1:47. Sorry, it's
Oh, okay. Lol.
But yeah, it's about that, and Cody hasn't responded on Facebook, so I take it he just got delayed by something, so we'll reschedule. But for right now, that is basically the long and short of the plan for YouTube going forward. So whenever you guys can, just put the videos in the background of your browser and just get watch metrics up. That would help a ton. But other than that, I guess closing thoughts, Andy first.
Closing thoughts. YouTube is shit, and go Donald Trump.
That's one way to put it.
I just wanted to throw that.
Whether he becomes president or not, Google does need to be sued.
Oh, Google's
Or-
done. They are done. They're getting.
They need to go down, or they need to be broken up. Honestly,
Yeah.
if there is one company that needs to be subject to antitrust legislation, it's Google.
Well, there's plenty more that need it than just Google, but yeah, that is one. Sure.
I mean, Google stands out as the most. That it needs to be broken up as a company, like for real, like just broken up. And divided very, very cleanly. But anyways, Nate, your closing thoughts
On what?
on just the general state of YouTube and everything I laid out.
I don't know. That's just, I think, like, you've been having lots of problems, and yeah.
Oh, you have
But
been
who knows?
helping, Nate.
Maybe.
I do appreciate
What?
it.
What?
You have been helping, Nate, and I do appreciate it.
Yeah. Wait, how? How have I been
Well,
helping?
well, just whenever you like or comment on a video, it helps.
Yeah.
I
Yeah, I
appreciate
know.
it.
And I haven't been like, doing it much because I like, always manage to pass out and just like, and I just like come back to like, the computer in the morning or someday I'll just, and I just like, see all the tabs open and I'm just like, yeah.
Well, just start whatever the most recent one is and just
Yeah, go
comment.
down.
And just leave it up. It helps, and
Yes.
it's
Actually, I
always
think that I'll maybe like, do it like even now or like later today. I'll just do
Mhm.
it and like, keep them all running at the same time, but of course muted. But hey,
Yeah.
I'll keep that like, running until the end and then I'll just, meow or something in the comments as always.
even a meow in
But
the
yeah.
comments help is
Mm-hmm.
appreciated. And Andy, if you want to do it on your Timothy McPherson account, that would also help too.
Okay. Yeah, like you mean commenting and subscribing and all that?
Yeah.
Okay. Fair enough.
All right, but that'll do it for the luncheon. Next week we'll try to talk about spooky stuff because it is officially October next week. So
Yes, next week.
it is spooky time. All right, but I will get the stream on Twitch started in about a little over an hour, and yeah, so I will see you guys later. Okay?
Yep.
Oh wait,
Okay.
Nate, you gotta say it.
Bye YouTube, bye Odyssey.
All right, peace out, guys.